Hello YouTube, this is ChardarYuGiOh here with another daily duel video on YGO Omega. I'm gonna try to get a full match in with Zoo. I was trying to record another one earlier today and also crashed, so we will see. It might just be cursed to never play a full game with this deck. We will activate Fire Formation Tinky. Grab... probably Whiptail. Normal summon Whiptail. Summon Hammer. Summon Trident. Activate Desires. Set Strike, set Cyclone, and pass the turn. I have a pop, back removal, 3 hand traps, and a strike, so should be fairly well set up. Oh, opponent is also playing Zoo. Well, we will... I don't really think we care if this resolves. We'll go ahead, activate Trident, blow up Rat. Opponent dumps combo. They're playing more Zoo cards than we are. So opponent have another extender. Monster Reborn. Sure. Can't stop that. We will strike Borbo. Try to keep our opponent from turning on combo. Do they have another extender? Just goes to end phase and pass the turn. We draw Ice Dragon's Prison. That seems amazing in this matchup. We'll go to battle. Attack with Trident. Main phase 2. Summon Chakanine. Summon Tiger. Summon Zeus. Megaclops is awful in this matchup. Set Ice Dragon's Prison and pass the turn. So we're very far ahead, but I think that has a lot more to do with us going first. I think our opponent would be exactly where we are now had we not won Rock, Paper, Scissors. We'll go ahead, Cyclone Tenki. Keep our opponent from searching. Opponent sets a monster, sure. We draw another strike. I'm liking where we're at more and more. Switch to attack. Go to battle. Declare attack. Fluffal Wings. What? Opponent's playing Fluffal Zoo? I have never seen that before. Go to main phase 2. Set strike. Pass the turn. I don't think this changed anything. I think we're still very far ahead. We want to be aware that our opponent has far more frightening combos than we do. Opponent normals a Throblade. Sure. Summons Trident. 2 Zoo Engrave. We'll strike that. Now our opponent can't summon back Trident either, so puts us in a pretty good position. Opponent passes. We draw another Ice Dragon's Prison. That's not exciting. Our hand traps haven't done anything. Go to battle. Attack. Hit for you for 3,000. Not going to set the second Ice Dragon's Prison. It's once per turn. If our opponent summons another zoo, we'll get rid of the Trident. What you got? Opponent, Pot of Avarice. I like this card. I wish this card were more playable than it is. Well, we will ash that for sure. And opponent concedes. Alright, that was a pretty dominating performance. Bring in Lightning Storms over Floodgates. Cosmic Cyclone's probably not great. Bring in Alphas. Droll didn't do anything. We'll bring in Nibiru's. I don't know if Nibiru will do much. I guess Lancia probably doesn't do much of anything either. Bring in Book. Bring in Feather Duster. Alright, that seems fine. We don't know for sure what our opponent's doing. If they summon monsters and attack, Lightning Storm can be good. If they set a bunch of back row like we did, Lightning Storm, Feather Duster can be good. If they have the Fluffal combo, Nibiru will be good. So we'll just... Opponent, let us go first. Well, set 3. This might be greedy. Our opponent might have also brought in Lightning Storms. They're a 51 card deck though, so they're less likely to see any of those cards than we are. And then if our opponent can't stop these, then Magician's Souls. Okay, I have no idea what our opponent's up to. This deck is spicy. Summon Souls, sure. Effective Souls, pitch Droplet. Yeah, that's fine. Droplet's not great against us, but we're fine with our opponent not having that. Normal's Whiptail, sure. Summons Borbo. Do we let this go or do we strike? We can wait and strike the Zeus. We'll let this go. Opponent summoned 3 times. So if they try to summon a big zoo pile, we will Nibiru. If they go right for Zeus, we'll strike. Summons Chalk. Sure. Summons Trident. Activate Nibiru. We get a big monster. Token is tiny because Nibiru counts original attack. Opponent has Reborn, targets Trident. We will chain called by, banish the Trident. One drew Reborn twice. And opponent passes. We don't have much pressure on our opponent. They're going to live quite a few turns, but we have a lot of back row, so we should be able to stay alive fairly well. I guess if we didn't want to call by, we could have taken it with Ice Dragon's Prison and then made our own zoo pile, set the book and pass. That might have been better, but I like Ice Dragon's Prison getting something off grave and field. I don't know. Definitely worth considering that we should have done that. We draw Pancratops, not exciting. Go to back to battle. Attack for 3k. Opponent's deck doesn't seem like it would be the most consistent. They draw another card. Down to 5,000. They're going to need to start setting monsters just to protect themselves from Nibiru. Opponent has Avarice. That's a strong card. We do not have Ash this time. Draws 2. Has a Ram, and Ice Dragon's Prison doesn't do anything this time. Summons Tiger. Their Trident is banished though, so Zoo on their own doesn't do anything. Summons a Borbo. This time we will strike now. Opponent sets a card and passes. We draw another Ice Dragon's Prison. Go to battle. Attack with Nibiru. Opponent's down to 2,000. Cannot take another attack from Nibiru. Pass the turn. Sets a card, sure. Sets a back row. Sets another back row. Alright, because they set 2, I'm less scared of both. Because they didn't set out anyone last turn. Will normal Whiptail. Summon Hammer Kong. Summon Trident. Go to battle. Attack with the Trident. Opponent has droplets. Sends Dimension Shifter. That's not actually, that doesn't really do anything against our deck, so I'm not sure why our opponent left that in. Alright, negates our Trident. Crash into an Ash, take 12. Trident's negated. Run over the Ash. I don't really agree with leaving in Dimensional Shifter against Zoo. Go to main phase 2. And now we're only going to get 1 activation off Zeus if we do it this way, but I really don't want to play into a Nibiru. And with as much disruption as we have, 1 Zeus should be enough. Alright, pass the turn. Opponent survived. Draws for turn. And concedes. Alright, we had a very commanding position. We had a great advantage because we went first in game 1, and then our opponent let us go first again, and then just rode our back row. Nibiru definitely helped. We could have used Strike there. Never needed Book of Moon or Ice Dragon's Prison. I don't think there was much of any way our opponent was getting through this. So GG, opponent.